Yo, what is going on? It is Thursday, July 23rd, 10:45 a.m. Did take a trade today. I think it was like $1,786 that I made. It was on only my alphas, which is what I want to speak about first as the main issue, because I should have also taken this on my Lucid account. It shouldn't have just only been on my alphas. This was the trade right here. So yeah, let's get into it. Coming into the day, we are clearly high time frame bearish, as you can see all of this. However, if we take a look right here, this low is an SMT low inside of this daily gap, or SMT low inside of this daily gap as well. So yes, I am high time frame bearish and want to see all of these draws and liquidity get ran, all of this get ran, of course, in the higher time frame. However, low time frame, now that we've generated all of this low resistance liquidity, these are actually higher probability targets than that SMT low inside of a daily gap. That is high resistance liquidity opposed to targeting low resistance liquidity. Yes, my narrative is of course going to be bearish, but I'm going to be the short term bullish because, as you can see right here, AM session is going to open up higher, went up 230 points and then sold off. Now we're down 256 points. You see? So it's just knowing about what to target and which liquidity pools are stronger, because we need to go up before we can go down, and we leave behind all of these gaps and all of those kind of things. So let's get into it. So coming into the day, I want to admit this was my biggest mistake of the day, second biggest probably. This 30-second gap after 9:30 open lower, swept all of this out, and we had a beautiful inverse up. I just wasn't ready. Didn't take it. I wasn't ready. Yeah, it would have been $335 profit. I just wasn't ready. I'll be honest, 100%. That one I froze basically, and I wasn't set up fully. So this would have been trade of the day in my opinion. This was probably my favorite setup. TP'd right at this 5 minute above the 15. There's right here. Then we started pumping up. And what did I see on this pump up? I seen that we just had so many gaps that we needed to retrace to. We also had already hit EQ of this more so internal range. However, we still had this over here. Where's the trade that I took? I think I had like 7-1. It was this 5 minute. But where's the entry? There was 2 stacked 5 minutes, I think is what it was. Yeah, because I went break even at the first one. And I TP'd just a little bit before the second. So this was the trade that I took. As you can see, this 1 minute gap, pretty big, and we displaced nicely through it. It was also a 30-second, which is what I took, because if we take a look, the 30-second is just a little bit higher. So I went on the 1 minute and the 30-second to inverse. Market ordered, went break even at the 5 up here, but I TP'd at 7-1 because it was like 350 profit. But we're just gonna act like I TP'd up here for the LARP when I post it later. So, and then the stop loss was like right here, I want to say. So yeah, this was the trade. As you can see right here. Where's that other? Wait, I need to put that down. 834.30. Take a screenshot of this shit on the phone and post it. But yeah, so that was the trade that I did take. Now, where did I fuck up on this trade? I only took it on my alphas. I didn't take it on my Lucid or my funded futures. That is a fuck up. And I did that shit the last trade. I can't be doing that, bro. It has to be every account has to get entered. I hate being on 2 separate accounts because I would also have a payout by now on one of my alphas because I would be able to risk more, and I'm not able to risk as much as I want to. So it's very fucking frustrating, very annoying ever since I got moved to Alpha Trader. Then after that, I was like, okay, cool. I'm done with my alphas. Like, I took my profit, made my 1700, which is also like 1 or 2 trades away from payout now. I'm done with that, right? Now, what I want to see is we still had this 30-second gap down here to target this 930 low because we already retraced up enough to where now I'm cool with seeing shorts play out. And it just ended up being a generation of low resistance liquidity, as you can see, which we are still kind of doing. And now let's talk about why I did not enter right here, because I wanted this to be my break-even point, right? Boom. So if I wanted this, excuse me, if I wanted, if I wanted this to be my BE with 930 as my TP, took my break-even point and immediately reversed up. So I'm glad I sat out, and then I just didn't really see anything here, just a generation of low resistance liquidity. But yeah, at least we ended up in profit. This is the saddest I've been to make profit. I'm frustrated that I would have already had a payout. I'm frustrated that I'm not taking these trades on these accounts, but it's all on me. It's all up here, and it falls back on me. I realize this. I speak it into existence. I fix it. That's what has to occur. I just have to keep building day by day, man. I can't get caught up in the short term. I just have to continue the long term and take pieces from days that I both lose and win, and even those days that I don't trade, and just learn from it, which is what I did like today. I see a generation of low resistance liquidity. I still stayed out of it because I don't even know. There was no high time frame gap that we're delivering off of. Yesterday when we were generating the liquidity, we delivered and manipulated into a 30-minute gap, which pushed us higher. There was nothing here to push us higher or lower, so I just decided to stay out. I was going to take it because of the displacement. However, once we did run my break-even point, I was done. I would have market ordered and everything, but once we took my break-even, I'm done. And that's it for the day. Thank you for tuning in. We have tomorrow. Peace, love, positivity.